Hey everybody, it's Amy and Irf from Yosoboho. This is going to be a little bit different than our normal videos. We're not thrifting. Where are we?
We are in Huntington, West Virginia. We decided to go to a museum called Museum of Radio and Technology. Electronics from radio to TV at the turn of the century until now.
So now I have a question. Did you plan our camping trip to be near this museum, or did you find the museum after you planned the camping trip?
After.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
What a cool thing.
I didn't know anything about it until the first day we came in.
When you were looking for stuff to do?
Mm-hmm.
What an awesome place, because this kind of is a cross between like my love for old things and your love for technology. So what a cool thing to do. Let's go check it out.
Okay.
This is an old school.
This place opened in 1991.
Okay.
That's a museum.
Oh my gosh.
From way back until currently.
So this is totally his jam. He loves old tech.
Well, hey.
What?
Am I old tech?
You're old tech.
So it's basically, this is the tube tester for TVs. You test TV tubes.
Oh my gosh. I wonder if it's still working.
It probably is. For the old TVs, you test the tubes. That's from 1969.
Wow. So each one of the things has this card that gives you information about it. And then the guy who is working here, he said there's some buttons that we can push to learn about stuff. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. This is amazing. Look at the carving on this. It's beautiful. That kid looks young. This early Western Union delivery employee.
Yeah.
He's smoking a cigarette and he looks like he's about 13.
Probably younger than that.
Got good old creaky floors in here.
Radio batteries.
What are you looking at?
These are old radio batteries. Radio B batteries.
Wow. That's a big battery. Yeah. So that's for these when the radios had those big tall cabinets.
Yep.
Like those. I don't know, those are
record players.
Record players. Wow, they have so much. So are those TV tubes or those radio? Those are radio.
Right.
Because this is all radio stuff.
Yep. Flashlight batteries. 10 cents each back in the day.
That is such a cool case. And those are all the flashlight bulbs?
Yep, man.
In a little drawer. Oh, look at the old flashlights.
Yeah.
How fun. What is this amazing thing? Look at the decor on that.
Yeah.
That's like that's an old speaker, right?
Yep. Old speaker. So a freight glitch.
Loud speaking, Papa. You'd better speak easy to me. Successfully introduced by Sophie Tucker.
Yep, so if you get your radio fixed up, if you leave it over 30 days after it's fixed up, they'll sell it. No checks,
so this is
credit.
A setup like it's a radio shop?
Yep.
Oh yeah, there's the employee right there.
Yep. All this stuff here, this tabletop radio, was made in 1927. Original price $125.
Wow, back in 1927?
You figure minimum wage.
That was pricey.
Minimum wage is probably like 75 cents an hour.
Wow.
Barely over $1 an hour.
Probably not even $1 an hour.
That's probably,
in 27, I mean, that was like...
That's probably about a month's income right there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, a couple at least.
I just love all the dark wood.
Smells. Oh, I love the fact that it smells.
It smells so good in here. It really does. Look at the old headphones.
Yeah.
Hey, I hear something coming through there. No, there's something coming through there.
Oh, there is?
Yeah. Lean your head down there. You can hear. I wasn't making it up.
Oh, I thought you. Yeah, that's a joke. I was like,
no,
yeah.
there's something coming through there.
Are you sure you're not hearing?
No, there's something coming through there.
Yeah, I mean everything was operated by radio back then. TVs were.
Right, all the programs were on radio.
Yeah, TVs really probably didn't get popular. Like
you would like gather around the. Well, do you remember Ralphie?
Mm-hmm.
In the Christmas story?
Yep.
You remember he had his little ring, his decoder ring that he got, and he was waiting for the radio program.
Yep.
Yeah, he would sit in front of it.
Yeah, TVs really wasn't. If you had a TV back then, you had money. 9
tubes, super heterodyne circuit, AC power, complete with speaker. 1928. And that's this big guy right here.
Yeah.
Wow. So 1928. In 3 years, that means it'll be 100 years old. And so will the house.
Yeah.
Look at that lady. Woo. Let us put new life in your radio set. Gosh. It's just so decorative. And then when we moved to TVs, they put the TVs in these decorative, wooden. Did your parents have a TV and a wood console?
I still got it.
They still have it?
It still works.
No way.
It's old LXI TV from say about 30, 35 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
It still shows a good picture.
Jeez.
I remember they paid about, I think it was like $1,500 or $2,000, between $1,500 and $2,000 for a TV back in the early 90s. That was...
But it's in like a wood case. It's not as fancy as this, but it's in a wood.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It doesn't look this old, but it's it's newer back.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Than this.
Wow, look at that.
By now, people took that stuff out, made the furniture out of them.
Is that copper? So they say all the years. This one's from 1925, and it cost $75.
A lot of money.
Splitdorf.
Another radio here, tabletop radio. 1926, 1927.
That was supposed to be tabletop with that giant horn.
Yep. $121, brand new.
Wow. Look at the beautiful metal on there. Sensitivity and volume. So this was like a tuner sensitivity.
Yep.
Although I don't know what that. Oh, that tunes the main. So I wonder what the sensitivity dial is for. Mm-hmm. Kind of like fine tuning. Probably fine tuning.
Fine tuning, yeah. That way, maybe cuts back in distortion. Maybe?
Look at even here. Just the details on the metal. How absolutely decorative that is. It's really cool. This is all metal details here too. There's a crest. Jeez. What do you think? You love this stuff.
I love it.
You do.
I appreciate old technology.
I think most people your age aren't as old a soul as you are. You also grew up with tech. Like your dad, your mom and dad liked technology. You just said they have the same TV. Yeah. So there's probably cameras and camcorders.
Okay. Listen. Oh, funny as you said a camcorder. It's an old Gold Star, full-size camcorder that you can put a full.
What were you gonna?
Tape in.
Did you ever make a movie?
I used to go record. I first started using it because my older brothers were playing basketball. I used to go to the school.
Oh, yeah.
I think I might start having some tapes of the recorded basketball games. I was obsessed with that camcorder. I gotta dig it up and I know what it is.
It would be fun to maybe find some tapes and record something with it.
It still works. I got it packed up brand new in the box. I'm not sure the battery's gonna be any good.
Right.
The battery's probably shot in it, but I still
funny.
got it. That's how old I am.
You're not that old. But you know what you are?
What?
Gold Star. What a cool room this is. And this is just one.
It's gonna be a lot more.
The phonographs. The condition of these, so nice. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Tester. So these are all for testing?
Yeah,
A capacitester. Voltmeters.
Yep, I call them voltmeters, but for different stuff though.
Yeah.
The last chain store, I'm sure most people that around my age or a little older.
I know this. I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
Radio Shack?
Yep. The last Radio Shack, I think they closed, say, about 13, 14 years ago. I was working for a company. We service all the Radio Shacks.
Ah.
So, yeah.
So you knew when they closed down?
They're going to close down. So that's the last nationally chained store that sold electronics, circuit boards and soldering iron, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's last. I'm sure there's some private stores still around.
Right.
But not very many. So.
Wow.
Kind of reminds me of going Radio Shack.
Electronic sets. Yeah, like kids like to play with it because they could actually pick up, stuff off the airwaves.
I remember these. We have a couple of these going.
You did?
We did.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure we did. I remember them.
Hey, is your camera about that size?
No. Is this a regular full size?
I know.
Regular full size.
I know. So these are all shortwave receivers and transmitters. I got some great old music playing. And this whole hallway, look. All the old radios. Look at these. Zenith. The condition of everything here is incredible. And they take such great care. Like, you're not seeing dust on any of this stuff. It's all beautifully preserved. So the guys who are here are really in love with this stuff. What's this? Gift shop and amateur station. They have a gift shop.
Hmm?
They have a gift shop.
Yeah.
You can get some postcards. Looks like they might have t-shirts. Maybe we can get Irf to do a broadcast from here. I think he'd be a good broadcaster. We're just kind of blown away. The hardware on that piece. That's a Philco. High fidelity. This is probably Bakelite on here. The knobs. That hardware is so pretty. Look at the round front on this one. Oh my gosh, what is that? Look at that. General Motors radio. It's an ashtray frequency converter. Have you ever seen anything like that? Produced in 1931. And all of them have the original price. Talk about doing some research. That one costs $49. That's a cool sign. Pretty incredible. This museum is free, by the way. We'll leave a donation before we go. That's neat. Look at the fonts on that. 1940. RCA Victor. Look at the lamp over here. It's a radio lamp. Oh my gosh. What? Look at that. Wow. Lamp radio, 5 tubes. 1937, cost $40. That's a lot back then. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. So now it's radio and television of the 40s and 50s. Just take a glance. It really is incredible what they've curated for this place. Now I know why it's protected with chain link and barbed wire. When we pulled up, it was like, where are we going? This is an old schoolhouse too. Wow, look at the radios all up there. Beautiful. That one looks like a bread box, doesn't it? This one has the Greek key on it. Fada. Mudda fada. Tabletop. Beautiful wood cases. There's a round one. It's a Zenith. Wow. Did you see this?
Were made by great names like Doka,
That's cool.
Sada, Zenith, Emerson, and RCA.
Wondergram.
With us today. Our curly top friend Shirley Temple
that's
is showing us
the
the
antenna.
beautiful Grano Teledial 12, a handsome radio you could bring home for a mere $99.95.
We pushed the button, so we're learning now.
The dial preset the stations like WCHS and
If you had a color TV,
as you turn around,
You were rich.
step out of the
you're
alcove.
rich. And not long after that, they came out, they started making TVs with remotes. You know, it's old, it's just a basic square remote.
Listen, I remember that, and our first remote, I think, was attached to the TV. It wasn't wireless, it was wired. And you know what the first remote was? It was your parents saying, hey, get up and go change the channel.
That too. Yep, you're right.
Look at this beautiful 1934. That would look amazing in my house.
What?
This 1934 radio with the floral motif.
Yeah.
If you want to find this place, they have a social media presence. So go find them, follow them, give them some support. The famous notes of broadcasting history. When you hear the chime, it's NBC time. Are we allowed to do it? They got the things right out here. Oh. Yep, that's NBC. What's this one? Before the idea of station identification became obvious, and particularly in a network situation, there was some confusion among affiliates at the conclusion of the network programs on the hour and a half hour. It's obvious that some kind of on-air signal was needed to alert the affiliate stations to enable them to take local commercial breaks. And so you would hear I see typewriters, computers. That guy scared me a little bit. This place goes on and on. Whoever curated this place, my gosh, they've done some work here. How they maintain this as a free place is beyond me. Excuse me, sir. We're coming through. So organized. And then they also have all of these QR codes throughout where you can go straight to the page that will talk about these different sections. It's incredible. Do you know back in the day there was an actual operator on the phones that switched over and connected you? They have the Bell Systems patch boards back here.
Yeah, wherever you need it, you got to dial the operator.
Yeah.
Like a dispatcher station?
Yeah, they would connect you to wherever you
Where your
trying to
location
get through, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember my neighbor had an old Mac, and it probably looks something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's a computer timeline.
Yeah.
So yeah, 1980, the Commodore. And then 84. Yep, that's when the Mac.
Yep. I figured 83, 84.
Yeah. It's insane. Look at how big they are. Stand next to one of these so we can show how big. Stand next to this one. This one's like the biggest one.
Huge.
We were just talking about how I'm recording all of this with my iPhone. It's just crazy to think about.
It is. Here, this is channel WMMV here. I want to do an interview with her and talking about her success and her wonderful business. So, you want to come over here, my Miss Lovely Lady? Have a seat over here.
Oh, I don't know about this.
Have a seat over here.
This sounds like trouble. This was a school, I think I said at the beginning, and this is probably their gymnasium, but they're filling out this room as well. And they must have some events and stuff here. They got chairs and tables, but all along the walls. Oh, we're going to go look at those smalls over there.
Yeah.
That's probably my jam.
They're still adding stuff to it.
Yeah, I mean, they're still working. It's incredible. If you come here, definitely plan on spending some time. Look at the face of that. Detrola table radio from 1937.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to go over here and check out the smalls on this wall. Some fun stuff in there. See, some stuff reminds me of my childhood. Look at the troll radio. I see an antenna back there. So good. And we did a self-guided tour just because we wanted to record. But these guys are, look at the lips. These guys here are excited about this museum and they are more than happy to give tours. There was somebody that just came in that's going to get a tour. Oh, look at that. Tide box radio, strawberry shortcake radio,
Polaroid.
hamburger helper radio.
Polaroid 600 plus radio.
So cool. Now we know if we run into something really cool like this, you know, we can
Like if you snatch it up.
yeah, we can send it over here. That would be cool, huh?
Oh yeah.
Contribute to this collection. If I found this though, I would have to keep it. That is awesome.
It is.
Gosh, look at this mid-century one. It's got sewing notions. It's like a little sewing box. Look at the painting up here on top. Right up there. But it's a radio. Buttons and Bows by Guild. So neat.
Well, folks,
That was amazing.
I am blown away
I am
how
too.
much stuff is in there.
I am
The
too.
building is small, but once you go through it, you're like, wow, it's just so
It
much
was room
packed in
after
there.
room after room, and it was so packed, but everything was so organized and so beautifully displayed, and all the information was so just there.
Yeah.
You know, it was awesome.
You
It's
learn,
really awesome.
You learn a lot.
You do.
What things are and what it does and what time era it came out of.
Yeah, it was very cool.
And people that donated, they say who donated it.
Yeah.
So this place opened in 1991.
Okay.
To this day, it's still adding old technology.
Yeah, they're still working on displays. That big room, that big
So they're
gymnasium.
doing whatever they
still
can
working.
to this day to keep trying to improve it.
Yeah.
So I give them a lot of credit. Well, we supported them with a decent donation.
Oh, you got a t-shirt too.
And on top of that, we got a t-shirt.
You got a t-shirt too.
See that? If you're in Charleston, make a trip to come here.
Yeah.
It'd be worth your while.
Totally worth
if
it.
you're into older technology. Some people are not.
Yeah.
So everybody's
Antiques, radios.
different. You name it.
I mean, I'm not a big tech person, but I just loved seeing that old stuff. And that cabinet at the end with all the radios from like our time, like the 80s and stuff. Oh my gosh. That was probably my favorite cabinet in the whole place. I want to find some of those in the wild. That would be awesome. Well, thank you for bringing us here.
Welcome.
We'll see if everybody likes the stuff as much as you do.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
And we'll see you in the next one. Until then, please take care. We'll see you then. Bye.
Bye-bye.